Pavel Tsatsouline spent years training Soviet soldiers and athletes who moved with the kind of control and steadiness most people lose without ever noticing it's gone. And here's the thing that ought to stop you cold. In that system, balance was never treated as something that just fades away with time and something you're stuck accepting. It was treated as a skill, a trainable skill, one you keep sharp with specific holds, the same way you keep a muscle strong. That's the exact opposite of what most of us do. When our balance starts to slip, when we feel a little unsteady stepping off a curb or turning around quickly, we don't train it. We just get careful. We grab the rail, we slow down, we avoid the wobble. And being careful feels safe, but it's actually the worst thing you can do, because balance works on a use it or lose it rule. The less you challenge it, the faster it disappears. The 5 holds I'm going to show you challenge it the right way and bring it back. They take about 15 minutes, they need no equipment, and they matter more than almost anything else you can train, because staying steady on your feet is one of the biggest keys to keeping your independence for the long haul. Let me show you what I mean right now. Pause for a second, stand up near a counter you can grab, and lift one foot a few inches off the floor. Just stand on one leg. Count how many seconds go by before you start to wobble and have to put your foot down or grab something. Go ahead. For a lot of people, it's only a few seconds. And if that's you, don't worry, because that's exactly what we're about to fix. By the end of this video, you'll understand why you wobble, and you'll have the 5 holds that build it back. Here's the one idea that makes all of this work. Your balance isn't just your legs. It's 3 different systems working together. It's the sensors in your feet and joints telling you where your body is. It's your eyes telling you where the floor is. And it's a tiny organ deep in your inner ear that senses every tilt and turn of your head. Good balance is all 3 talking to each other and making hundreds of tiny corrections a second. When you get unsteady, it's usually because one or more of those systems has gone lazy from lack of use. These 5 holds wake all 3 of them back up, one at a time. One quick and important thing before we start. If your balance problems came on suddenly, or if they come with dizziness or spinning, numbness, changes in your vision, slurred speech, or bad headaches, don't do these. See a doctor right away, because sudden balance trouble can be a sign of something in your inner ear or something more serious that needs real medical attention. And for every single one of these, stand next to a sturdy counter, a heavy chair, or a wall you can grab in an instant. The goal is to challenge your balance safely, never to take a fall. All right, let's get into them. The first hold is the foundation, and it's the one you just tested. It's the single leg stance hold. Standing on one leg forces the sensors in your foot, your ankle, your hip, and your core to make those tiny corrections over and over. And that constant correcting is balance being built in real time. But here's the upgrade almost nobody knows about. Once you can hold it steady, you close your eyes. Most people lean on their vision to stay balanced without realizing it. The moment you take your eyes out of the picture, the other 2 systems, your foot sensors and your inner ear, have to wake up and do the work. And that's where the real gains happen. Stand tall next to your counter with your hand hovering just over it. Lift one foot a few inches off the floor. Stand tall with your eyes forward, and let the toes of your standing foot gently grip the ground. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch legs. Keep a soft bend in your standing knee, don't lock it rigid, and keep breathing. Once you can hold each side steady with your eyes open, try it with your eyes closed, hand ready over the counter. You'll feel your foot and ankle making constant little adjustments. And with your eyes closed, you'll feel that work double. The main mistakes are holding your breath, locking the knee, and staring at one fixed spot forever as a crutch, instead of progressing to eyes closed. If even the basic version is tough, keep your fingertips resting on the counter and barely lift your foot, then wean off the support as you improve. The second hold trains a direction the first one misses, and that's side to side. It's the tandem stance hold, sometimes called heel to toe. The single leg stance builds you front to back, but tipping sideways is what gets a lot of people, and this fixes it. By placing your feet in a single line, one directly in front of the other, you shrink your base of support sideways to almost nothing and force the muscles that keep you from tipping left and right to switch on. Stand next to your support and place one foot directly in front of the other. So the heel of your front foot is touching the toes of your back foot, like you're standing on a tightrope and freezing in place. Let your arms rest at your sides or hold them out a little. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch which foot is in front. You'll feel yourself swaying and correcting from side to side, and that's the exact skill being built. The biggest mistake is cheating by keeping your feet apart, which gives you a wide, easy base and defeats the whole point. Keep them in one line, heel to toe. If it's too much at first, leave a small gap between your feet and hold your support, and close that gap as you get steadier. When it becomes easy, try it with your eyes closed. Now, before I show you the third hold, let me stop for a second, because this matters. If you're dealing with stiffness, aching joints, and a body that just doesn't feel as steady or capable as it used to, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not stuck with it. Most people assume this is simply what happens as the years pile up, and that is flat out not true. That's exactly why I put together Reboot Your Body. It's a 30-day, step-by-step program that rebuilds your mobility, your strength, and your stability one piece at a time, so you can move through your day with confidence. Trust your feet on the stairs and the curb again, and get down on the floor to play with your kids or grandkids and pop right back up. Imagine never having to reach for the rail out of fear again. If you want it, the link is right there in the description. All right, back to it. The third hold trains your balance in the position where people are actually most likely to fall, which is getting up and down off the floor. It's the half-kneeling tall hold. All the standing balance in the world doesn't help you much in that vulnerable in-between moment when you're halfway up or halfway down. This hold trains your core and your hips to keep you stacked and steady right there. Kneel down on one knee with a folded towel under it for comfort, and plant your other foot flat on the floor in front of you, with that knee bent about 90 degrees. Set yourself up on a narrow line, with the heel of your front foot roughly in line with your down knee, so your base is nice and narrow. Now stack yourself tall, shoulders directly over your hips, the crown of your head reaching for the ceiling. Hold that tall, stacked position perfectly still for 20 to 30 seconds, resisting any urge to tip or lean. Then switch sides. You'll feel your core and hips working quietly to keep you upright and centered. The mistakes are letting yourself hunch or lean and setting your feet too wide, which makes it too easy. If it's hard, widen your base a little and rest your fingertips on a chair. When it's easy, narrow the line, slowly reach one arm overhead, or close your eyes to make it a real challenge. The fourth hold trains the kind of balance that actually saves you, the dynamic kind. The split-second catch when you trip or get bumped. It's the single-leg deadlift airplane hold. Static standing is one thing, but real life knocks you off center, and what catches you is your posterior chain, the glutes and hamstrings on the back of your body, along with the deep control in your hip. This hold builds exactly that. Stand on one leg next to your support, with a soft bend in your knee. Now hinge forward at your hip, sending your free leg straight out behind you and letting your chest drop forward until your body forms one long line roughly parallel to the floor, arms out to your sides like the wings of an airplane. Hold that airplane position for 10 to 20 seconds, then stand back up tall. Do each side. The key is to keep your hips level and square to the floor. Don't let the hip of your raised leg roll open toward the ceiling. You'll feel the glute and hamstring of your standing leg gripping hard, your foot and ankle working overtime, and your core holding you steady. The mistakes are rounding your back, letting your hips twist open, and rushing through it. If the full airplane is too much, don't hinge as far. Keep the toes of your back foot lightly touching the floor for support, and rest your fingertips on a chair until you build the strength. The fifth hold is the advanced one, and it trains the system almost nobody thinks to work, the one hiding in your inner ear. It's the single leg hold with slow head turns. That little organ deep in your ear senses every tilt and turn of your head, and it's a huge part of your balance. But if you only ever balance with your head held perfectly still, that system stays weak and untested. Then in real life, you turn your head to check for traffic or look at something on a shelf, and suddenly you feel unsteady. This hold is the fix for that exact feeling. And for a lot of people, it's the missing piece. Stand next to your support, closer than usual for this one, and balance on one leg, tall and steady. Now, keeping your balance on that one leg, slowly turn your head to look to your left. Hold there for a beat, then slowly turn to look to your right, and hold. Then slowly tip your head to look up, and slowly down. Keep every movement slow and smooth, and keep balancing on that one leg the whole time for 20 to 30 seconds before switching legs. You will feel a real wobble and a touch of disorientation as your head moves, and that is exactly the point. That's your inner ear being challenged and getting stronger. The mistakes are turning your head too fast and not keeping your support close. Go slow and keep your hand near that counter. If single leg is too much, do the head turns standing on both feet first, or in that tandem heel-to-toe stance, and work your way up. All right, now let me show you how to put these 5 together into a routine that takes about 12 to 15 minutes. Start with a single leg stance hold, 20 to 30 seconds each side, progressing toward eyes closed as you improve. Then the tandem heel-to-toe hold, 20 to 30 seconds each way, for your side-to-side balance. Next, the half-kneeling tall hold, 20 to 30 seconds each side, to own that up and down off-the-floor position. Then the single-leg deadlift airplane, 10 to 20 seconds each side, to build the catch that saves you. And finish with the single-leg head turns, 20 to 30 seconds each side, to wake up your inner ear. And here's the good news about balance. It's a skill, not a heavy strength workout, so it doesn't need long recovery days. You can practice these every single day, or at least most days, and the more often you practice, the faster it comes back. Give it a week or two of daily practice, and most people notice they can hold the single leg stance longer. The wobble shrinks, and stepping off curbs and turning around quickly starts to feel solid again, instead of scary. Your balance is not gone. It's just gone quiet from a lack of use, and you can wake it right back up. Steadiness on your feet is one of the last things you ever want to lose, because it's tied so closely to living on your own terms and keeping your independence. So don't save this for later and forget about it. Stand up right now next to your counter and hold that single leg stance one more time. I'll bet you last a little longer than you did at the start of this video. And if you want the full step-by-step plan that builds on these holds and rebuilds your whole body over 30 days, that's exactly what Reboot Your Body was made for, and the link is waiting for you below. Otherwise, subscribe and stick around, because the next one is going to help you just as much.